Welcome back. In America, so many of the great soul voices came out of the black church. You think of people like Otis Redding and Aretha Franklin. Well, the great news is it's starting to happen here as well. Will you please welcome New Colours?
Open your mind, don't deny what you feel. It's only natural. If that is given this living, it's real. Ooh. You got the. It was reaching out to touch me. I was weak and I was falling, subject to the bad surroundings. I could hear the power calling. Give me the beat so I can feel it. Give me the root so I can heal it. Give me the strength so I know who I am, who you are. Speak about the B-O-W-E-R. To keep on, to keep our hopes, to keep our hopes, to keep our hopes alive. You can go on without doubts or fears. Heavy hearts find relief. I know where there's a will, I know there is a way to keep our hopes alive. Ooh, I got something, you got something, burning deep down within. Ooh, just hold on, it won't be long, no. You got the strength to survive. Ooh, deep down within me, enough to set me. Inside your power.
New Colours, singing live here on the Mal Pope Show. Great, thanks for doing that.
Thank you.
And the great thing about it, I talked about Aretha Franklin and Otis Redding, but it's the same tradition that you've come out of, isn't it? You've come out of a black church in London, though.
Yeah. That's right. We all belong to different churches in London, and we used to sing with different gospel choirs and groups, and then we moved on to doing a lot of backing sessions for people like Stevie Wonder and
Stevie who? Stevie Wonder. Oh yeah, yeah.
Paul McCartney and different people. and then we decided that we wanted to do our own thing.
Yeah, because that was the LCGC, is it? The London Community Gospel
That's
Choir.
right, yes,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so you've done your training. Moving into something like this, I know the black church tradition, it's quite strict, isn't it? It's a bit like the chapel that I was brought up in, really. What do they make? I mean, your hair looks great, but what do they make of it?
Well, I mean, you get some that may go against it. You have some that encourage it. But at the end of the day, it's what we think and what God thinks. And because we live closely with God, we really go by His following. And that's how we deal with it.
Because, Lane, I mean, I noticed there's no baby in that song at all, is there?
No.
Need to
I
be.
think our songs are strong enough as it is. I mean, hopefully we've got a message in all of our songs, because when we originally wrote the songs, we wanted to reach people and uplift people. I think that's what we've done.
I mean, the whole thing about, soul music is that it gets right to the soul of things.
Yeah.
Some people lost their way, didn't they? I mean, maybe that's hard to say that, but, they lost contact with their initial roots and maybe suffered for it. Aren't you going to be tempted?
I think for us, what's so important is that we stand very true to what we believe. We don't just sing the way, we actually live, and it's part of our faith. And I think you're finding now a lot of the great soul singers, like you mentioned, Aretha Franklin, they're all coming back now, still going to church and still actually doing gospel albums now. So I think you'll find that a lot of the great singers will actually come back and want to do gospel.
The good thing about the show tonight, I've really enjoyed it, is there's so many different types of music. Do you feel you can listen to stuff outside to get influences or not?
Absolutely. I mean, as we mentioned earlier about Stevie Wonder, I mean, he was just like, he's my hero. I mean, it's just like, I grew up on him, so... Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was just like one of the main influences vocally for me personally,
I mean, how's it going then? Is it building up? I know we were in London this week and we saw posters everywhere, so it's starting to happen, is it?
Well, we had our first top 40 with this song Power, which came in last week, so we're quite pleased, and we're getting ready to go to America to do some shows over there, so things are happening.
Is it different, the music you're doing and the soul music in America? Can you actually tell there's a difference? There's a British or a West Indian church background difference?
Yeah, you can feel it. When you're out there and you listen to the music out there, with our music, British music, it's a bit more raw.
Yeah.
And not too glossy, not too, glittery. So the Americans do notice. Sometimes we may not notice ourselves until you go out there and you do shows with them, and then you realise, my music is special.
Yeah.
I have something good.
All right, we're talking about doing it raw. We're going to do it. You're going to sing with us now?
Oh, yes.
People get ready?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, New Colours. Come and join the band. Great, lady. That's it for tonight. We'll be back next week with a Christmas special. It'll be a very special show. I hope you can join in for less. Here's New Colours. See ya.
People get ready. There's a train coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith. 'Cause Jesus is coming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank